got this engine for our LT swap. Come out of 2023 SS Camaro. It's a 6.2 liter LT1 with a 10-speed transmission. I've been getting a lot of questions if I need a DOD delete for my LT swap. What'll happen if I don't get a DOD delete for my LT swap? As a matter of fact, what is a DOD delete? Well, today, YouTube, after watching this video, it ain't gonna be no more questions for your LT swap in regards to a DOD delete. Let's get it. What it do? Today, YouTube, we gonna settle the score regarding that DOD delete that everybody been talking about on the internet. Do you really need a DOD delete for your LT swap? Or what'll happen if you don't get a DOD delete for your LT swap? Or as a matter of fact, some people don't even know what a DOD delete is. And after watching this video, you ain't gonna have no more questions about if you need a DOD delete for your LT swap, y'all. We're gonna talk about the correct way to do a DOD delete. We're gonna cover everything that you absolutely need to know for your LT swap. Even if you're not doing an LT swap, if you just got an LT engine and you want to do a DOD delete, we're going to talk about the correct and the proper way to do it. Even if you don't plan to do a cam swap and do a performance upgrade to your LT engine, doing a DOD delete still has some benefits that we're going to cover in detail a little bit later on in the video. But before we get started, if you like learning this kind of stuff, if you like learning how to do an LT swap or an LS swap as easy as you possibly can, as inexpensively as you possibly can, y'all do me a favor. Y'all go ahead and hit that subscribe button and also turn your notification bell on. First things first, YouTube, you need to know exactly what a DOD is. DOD is also called AFM. And so what DOD stands for is Displacement-On-Demand. And it's also known as AFM, Active Fuel Management. And what this is a feature that was implemented on the LT-based engines and on some of the later model LS-based engines as well. It's a feature designed to get better gas mileage. And what it does is it turns 4 cylinders on and off on an as-needed basis. So if your vehicle don't require as much power, it'll turn 4 cylinders off. And so you'll only be running 4 cylinders instead of 8 cylinders. It's designed to save on gas and get better gas mileage. That's what the feature is. Now, let me tell y'all, man, this DOD or AFM, some people like it and some people don't like it. But it's just like anything else that was ever made. You do a couple of tweaks to something and you can make it better than brand new, y'all. Now, the principle is great. You know, if everything is working like it's supposed to, it's a good feature to have. It's a lot of buzz going on the internet about, yeah, you need to delete it, or yeah, you don't need that, or it caused problems. And the truth of the matter is that, yes, absolutely, sometimes it can cause problems. But it relates back to How well was the engine taken care of? Was your oil changed at the specified time? How hard did you run the engine? It's a lot of key factors that come into play. But this is what I want you to keep in mind right here. If it's working properly, it's a great feature to have, y'all. Okay? But let's talk about deleting your DOD feature. Now, it's two different ways that you can actually delete the DOD. One is in the software. You can turn the feature off. Is that a good way or is that a bad way? Let's talk about that, man. If you think about it, you get a little box that plugs into your ODB2 port and it'll turn the feature off. Or you can get somebody to program your LT-based computer that's controlling your engine to turn the feature off. But you got to think about this. If you get the feature turned off in software, you still got physical DOD engine components installed inside of your LT engine. Those components that are still installed into your engine, they're prone to failure, y'all. They're prone to failure. Engine parts are still inside your engine. So you ask yourself, is that the correct way to delete the DOD or is that the incorrect way? Because if you turn it off in software, you still got the physical components, man, and they can still fail at any given point in time. So let's talk about the second way, the most preferred way to do a DOD delete. All right. And that is to get you a kit, a DOD delete kit. And what that is, y'all, is a kit. It comes with cam, it comes with lifters, it comes with lifter trays, it comes with head gaskets, it comes with everything that you need to delete the DOD feature out of that LT-based engine. You install the cam, the lifters, and all the physical components of the kit, and then you also have to get the feature turned off in the software. So you got to get it reprogrammed in the software so that it don't use it. Now let's talk about the benefits of a DOD delete. I know the feature is designed to give you better gas mileage, but some people say after you delete it, it increases your gas mileage. So you get even better gas mileage after you delete this feature. That's what some people say. Now, another benefit of doing a DOD delete is you get better performance. You got to think about it. If 4 cylinders are running at times and then you got 8 cylinders running at times, with it actively shutting off those 4 cylinders versus 8 cylinders all the time, you're going to get better performance out of that engine, y'all. If you got 8 cylinders running all the time, you're going to get a lot better performance and you're going to get a lot more power out of that LT engine. So this is specifically what a DOD delete does, y'all. So you add it up, you do the math, you know what I'm saying? But the bottom line is, if you're going to do a DOD delete it the right way. Get the physical DOD delete kit and turn it off in the software. That way you don't still have physical components inside of your engine that are prone to failure, y'all. That's the correct way. So keep that in mind, y'all. We are actually not going to be doing a DOD delete on this 2023 SS Camaro engine that we're going to install in this 72 convertible Impala. We're not going to do a DOD delete because we got a very, very low mileage engine and all the physical components are working like they supposed to. So we're going to leave it in and we're going to save a few $1,000s, man. We're not going to have to install it. We're not going to have to get it reprogrammed. So we're going to save that way, y'all. So y'all keep that in mind. If this your first time on the channel, in this particular series of videos, we covering everything that you need to know to how to do a LT swap the easiest way that you possibly can and the most inexpensive way that you possibly can. In our last video, we actually talked about all the parts that you need. If you have not checked that video out, I highly advise you click that link in the top right corner and check that video out. Give you an overview and a general idea of what you're going to be spending in parts to do your LT swap. So y'all check that out. With Chevys R Us, our goal is to help you do your LT swap or your LS swap as easy as you possibly can, as inexpensively as you possibly can, y'all. So if you like learning this kind of stuff, y'all do me a favor and hit that subscribe button before you get out of here. And turn on your notification bell. That way you see all the new videos when we post them. And just to let you know, we talk about things like this, man, every single Wednesday on Go Live Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we also have a live car show and tell. So if you've been working hard on a project and you want to show it off, hey, we'll be more than happy to have you for Go Live Wednesdays with Chevy's R Us Family, y'all. YouTube!